Hi everybody in YouTube world. Hello spirits that are flying around in here. Wow, quite a few of them. How you doing? Wow. Wow, some people have something to say, and it's really kind of crazy because a while back somebody had sent me an email about what stones would be good for bone cancer. I know that there are some stones good for cancer, but as specific as bone cancer, I don't know. The energy in this room is very active. I don't know if you guys can see it. I can see it on the camera. I can't really see it around me, but I feel it. And it's as I was doing my research, and I did not know this until I was doing some research on I was looking through my stone books that I trust and believe in, and one of the best stones that you can use for bone cancer is selenite. And this is the clearest piece of selenite I've ever seen. Normally, it's like my wand or my selenite lamp over there. I don't know if you guys can see or not there on the table. It's really stringy, and I've had a wand out here, and I'll grab it and show you guys what I'm talking about. And somebody also asked me to just concentrate on one stone at a time. Maybe I was overwhelming people with a lot of different information. And I'm sorry. I tend to do that. Anyway, this is what you normally find selenite look like. This is a raw piece as well as this is. Now this is a clear piece of selenite, but it still has the stringy, like you could pull it off and make, you know, cheese out of it, like string cheese or something. But selenite is a good healer, and it's a good healer for cancer, in mainly bone cancer. So again, I want to say for healing of bone cancer, according to what research I have done in my crystal books, if you will say you have bone cancer in your arm, I would lay a piece of selenite on my arm. I'd lay down, I'd put it under my bed. I used to have a piece, well, I'm not going to talk about that right now because we're talking about this stone. So honestly, selenite, to answer your question, is probably one of the better healer stones. It also gets rid of negative energy. So if you can have a little bitty piece. It doesn't have to be a big old chunk. I just happen to like selenite. So it doesn't have to be a big old chunk. And, you know, my sister had died of lung cancer not too long ago, last June. And she died just before her birthday, in my name, great, as my mother-in-law passed before her, and then she passed that following, or later that month of last year, 2024. And I believe they're both here, and I believe that big orb that you saw was her, stating that yes, the selenite is helping, it will help. Now, are you too far gone? I don't know, you know, but I know it will help you. It will help clear off the negativity from you and from the chemo. If you're taking chemo, it will help get rid of that. So I did want to talk about selenite. I did want to bring it up. I am not going to talk about any other stone today. Not today. Maybe tomorrow. But selenite is beautiful. It comes in many forms, but mostly you will see it like this, and they'll cut it You know, I have a selenite bowl as well that I keep all my jewelry in, because it's like, not all my jewelry, but my rings mostly. And it's a natural charger. To cleanse this, you would bury it. And then you would let Mother Earth, nature, take away all the negativity, then bring it back in, dust it off, and go again. Because it can absorb a lot of negative stuff. So that's awesome. So selenite is a very good healing stone for bone cancer or any other type of element. Definitely negativity. It gets rid of it. This is my wand, is what I use to clear the negativity off my cards after I've had a reading with somebody who seemed kind of negative. After they leave, I'll take my cards and I'll, you know, do this number and get the negativity off of them. Or I'll use sage, one of those two, not the spray. This, I will say, do not put in water. It will melt. So to cleanse it, make sure it's not going to rain when you bury it. Let the dirt and Mother Nature take the negativity away. This is normally on my coffee table, so I'm going to put it aside. This is normally stays in here along with my selenite lamp, which you can buy those. They sell them. I may try to get some myself someday and try to sell some. So anyway, that's my stone for the day, if you will. So I want to do a reading for someone out there who, I don't know who you are. I'm not getting a name. I feel like there's a lot of energy in here today, and so I want to really get a reading out, and I hope that it helps someone as, and I don't know, maybe they've gotten a little quiet since I talked about the selenite helping. And my sister was probably saying that, you know, she knew about it. I wish I knew about it before then. I knew it dispels negativity, but I had no idea until I started looking up stones and what they did, and was searching for a bone cancer helper, if you will, to help get rid of it. So anyway, this person, this reading, hopefully the cards or the energies in here have something to say to somebody, and it may be health related. I'm getting a lot of health stuff right now in this room, so I think this could be health related to you. So if I tell you go to the doctor, please go to the doctor. Death does not come to me. If there's nothing I can do about it, I asked universe for this gift. I said, if there is nothing I can do about it, I don't want to know. So I only want to know things that I can do something about. So here we go. Because I am a Sagittarius, and we are very much want to learn things. We're forever students, if you will. And these are thick things, cards. So they are super hard to shuffle. So I understand Gary's strife on the Tarot Twins of shuffling a thick deck, you know, because I can't even bend them hardly, you know, they're so thick, and they just, you know, they have a mind of their own, as all tarot decks do. And I keep snagging my little springed up silk cloth here. All right, what do you want to tell this person? I feel like this is health related. Trying to pull my own here. All right, health related. And these are, you know, this is not my traditional way of reading cards. You know, my traditional way is I'll throw a spread for someone. These are just pulling cards to get whatever universe or energies in here are trying to tell me, to tell somebody out there who happens to be listening to me. Okay, let's see. Is that it? Is that it? Okay. Is that it? Yes. That's it. All right. The Queen of Swords. This is like a Virgo, or no, yeah, a Virgo type of individual. And Virgos are very good listeners. So I want to think, you know, that this is something about maybe hearing or picking up some fog in your hearing. So maybe get your ears checked. You're not hearing as well as you should. Also, I don't know if you used to listen to a lot of rock music maybe, or a lot of loud things, like you worked in a factory and you didn't use the earplugs or whatever. So this is talking about, you know, you didn't take care of yourself the way you were supposed to take care of yourself. And Swanee, I don't know how in the world I keep getting all these spam calls. However, I'm on my phone, so I'm not going to try to turn it off, because I did that yesterday and, you know, I just tried to turn it off and it cut me off the program. So I don't know if I've repeated myself or not, but I hope not. And I hope it reached somebody who didn't. And two, if you're still working in this environment that's really loud, you probably need to protect your hearing better than you have. And again, I'm still seeing a lot. This is a major arcana. I'm still seeing this having to do with the head area. There's sparkles. I believe that, you know, you can protect. I don't know that you can regenerate your hearing unless you get a hearing aid. And you may be able to do that. And you may hear a lot of static, like, you know, static sometimes. So this is about hearing. This is a judgment card. And this is a major arcana. So the static it for you is so annoying. It's so annoying. And it's hard for you to make out what people are saying, because you don't hear that well. Or maybe I'm not talking well enough, but I really feel like this is about your hearing. So this is specific to an individual who has lost some of their hearing, if not quite a bit of it. So, and then you have the Four of Swords, and it seems to me like you're tired of it. You're tired. You want it to stop. You want it to be like, either I don't want to hear nothing, or, you know, I don't want to hear static anymore. So I think it's time for you to go get them checked out. And maybe it's just ear wax buildup. And then you're hearing it try to bust loose or something, and that's where that static is coming from. But you really do need to go get it checked out. And again, Two of Cups, you have people who love you, people who you want to hear. You want to hear them sing. You want to hear them talk, instead of going, yeah, okay, and you didn't hear a word they said. So, you know, do it for everybody, not just for yourself, but for them too. And, or if you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for them. Because, you know, they think you're picking up what they're laying down and you can't even hear what they're saying. So I think you should get your ears checked. You know, money is always an option, isn't it? But this is an action card. So I don't feel like you even think there's anything that can be done, or you're just not willing to take the action right now to do that. And it might not be that big of a deal. But you don't know what you're missing. Because sometimes people say the sweetest things in the softest voice. So try to listen, try to take action when you can, and when you're ready, you know. And then you have the Ace of Swords. There's a good ideal, there's a good doctor out there that's going to help you with this. And you say, well, June, you know, I've been to doctors. There's nothing they can do. Well, did you go for a second, third opinion? Did you go to somebody else? Did you try some holistic stuff? Exhaust your resources. Try as hard as you can. People want to hear you. You want to hear them. So I hope that it hits you, and I hope you will go and have your ears checked out. Simple as that. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and stay mystical, and I'm out of here.